Hey boys and girls, welcome back. It is Vortie here and we're gonna do a quick Gandaroo. We're gonna go take a look at some stuff actually. Well, I mean, you got baited in here for a reason. But before that, we're gonna wait 50 seconds. I'm just kidding, we're not gonna wait. What's this? Ooh, girl, look at all that stuff. Did I summon today? I did. I did summon. Alright, so if you haven't taken a look at my video earlier, I did talk about the new events that are coming out here. We got the True Titans coming out, which is going to be the trial of Titan. Marchar Titan is going to be the raid on Titan. And under True Titan here, I made a mistake earlier in my video, and people were so reluctant to point it out. Thank you. I don't know where I'd be without you. Use white magic. It's not don't use white magic. It says use white magic. Now that it's actually later in the evening, I fixed it. Bing! Alright. Also here to get the wind-up Titan, you want to make sure you defeat the boss with the Esper. And again, my advice again is to make sure to pick this up as fast as possible because this is going to be useful for the event, or for the raid actually. Though the raid's pretty easy if I remember correctly. The other thing here, the reason I'm saying go to the Chamber of Crystals is because a lot of you are not going to do the raid. And maybe you're struggling on defeating the raid because your Espers are under-leveled. So maybe you should waste some energy and get those crystals to make sure that you can actually handle that raid. Alright, so this is what we're going to do. I had 25 energy. Might as well do one more here. And we're going to jump into the reason you're here. Anybody? Hello? Hello? Hello from the other side. So this is the group I've been running. Are you geared? Man-eater? Whatever. This is the group I've been running. Group I've been running. This is the group I've been running. That's exactly what I said. But before we do that, we're just gonna level these guys up. I just realized that they're maxed out. Awaken. Yes. Cool. All right. I'm just awakening them for the trophies. So am I gonna use them? Probably not. Never. To be completely honest, I'm still disappointed with King. I still think he's I love watching people say that he's a good unit. I'm sorry. He's not very good. No matter what you do to him, he's not very good. Sure, we'll do that. Sure. And you can do that. Not that it matters, they're not really gonna do any damage. So think about it. That guy there, he is almost what is he? 548 attack, and he wasn't able to even kill that thing. What a waste. What a waste. On top of that, his like passive ability that allows him to attack a bunch of times is the most annoying thing in the world because he doesn't hit very hard. He hits like a girl. He hits like a girl. Well, that's not fair to girls. He hits like a bag of chips. Bag of ketchup chips. A bag of potatoes. Actually, no, potatoes hit pretty hard. Those would hurt. No, I'm gonna stick with bag of chips. Would you like to have some air with your chips? So let's take a look. Big damage. Big damage. Very big damage, as you can see. Absolutely crazy. Crazy. Ugh. I don't believe it. I don't know why people are defending, saying like, "Oh yeah, King is so good." I really don't see the appeal of him. He's actually a very bad unit in comparison to other units that you can go out there to waste your slot. He's not very good. Very weak. Very weak. Though I will get him to 6-star more than likely sooner or later. Okay, so he's got that Dragon Killer thing. He's got Magazine Blast, fire damage. Random damage to all enemies. Alright, we'll go with point blank. He's got Dragon Killer on. 40,000. 49,000. Alright. Alrighty then. So that didn't really work out so well. I do have a few friends on my friends list who have him in the 700s damage, and they're still hitting like a bag of potato chips. Very weak. Very weak. Anyways, he does look badass though. Anyways, now that we've seen how I clear things. Ooh, almost level. Girl. Alright. The reason you got baited in. Alright, exchange. So I'm going to be buying my stuff today. We're going to take a look at the things I'm going to be buying. I'm going to try and maybe explain really quickly what I'm buying and why. So I've stored up a few points here. I might be able to buy one or two pretty pieces of gear here. So we're going to take a look at look at all this trash. Alright, so I'm going to buy this right off the bat. I'm going to go over here and buy the Defender's Dagger, because that's definitely cool. I will buy... Nope. Nope. Actually, I'll buy this. This is okay. I'll buy this. I just like scythes. I really do. So I'm going to leave that. The gun is horrible. I'm not even going to bother. Boost MP by 10%, Spirit by 5%, not going to bother. Azure Armor, not going to bother. MP 15%, not going to bother. Attack 15%, I'm not going to bother. The reason why you shouldn't even look at these, consider the fact that the next raid that's literally going to be starting in a few days once the patch or the update goes live with Titan, you're going to be getting a lot of very good TMs for free. And here's the interesting thing about those TMs. Later on in the Japanese version, they end up getting enhanced, because as more things come out, like when the Garuda thing comes out, you get to enhance them and like you take and craft them into one and you make them better. They get an increase by 5%. So if you get one that says 10% MP, you know, 20% HP, when they get enhanced, they will become 15% MP and 25% hit points. So these things are just going to waste your space. And on top of that, currently, this is going to waste the resource that you farmed. Whereas the raid ones, if we get the bot thing again, which I can almost guarantee is going to happen again, the bots are going to raise the level of Titan in the second week. You're going to farm the crap out of it, and you're going to get a crap ton of those points anyways, and you're going to have way too many of those characters and tons of TMs. Just farm those TMs that are way better. So that is why I'm just not going to pick these up. I just don't, even the 15% attack, I don't think they're worth it right now, because you can get better ones right away. If you want to see me talk about the better ones, I will look at the TMs one more time at the end of this video before we close it. I will be picking up this ability, Multitask, which I should get once the app uncrashes. Welcome back, Vortie. The reason I'm picking up the what do you call them? The limited materia is because those are limited materia. Those you can't increase or craft. If you miss it today, you miss it forever. Even though I don't really like King, I will bring the multi-task or whatever the material is called, in case I ever do use him. Maybe in the future he gets some crazy ass enhancement and is going to be worth the while. Then at least I have that in case that becomes the ability that's, you know, does the best damage. Because I think right now it is a 2.1 multiplier, if I remember correctly. So that'll be pretty cool. So I'll pick that up. With that being said, I normally and always will pick up the 5-star one, but in this case, I'm not 100% sure. I might have to think about that later on. I don't know if I'm going to pick this one up because it just drains MP. I really don't know if I care about that much, so I'm not going to pick it up. I'm going to pick up these Star Quartz for sure. Fat Chocobo's been really good lately. It's got some pretty good items coming out. In the future, there's going to be even better items coming out. So if you don't have Star Quartz, pick those bad boys up immediately so that you can live in that world. I'm going to pick up the Fine Alchrist as well. And the Scream Root, you require these to make silver keys for those silver chests, which if you don't have these, a lot of these, you probably should get them because they're really, really good. Pick up that too, why not? Very cheap. Mega Ethers, I got 24. Now I have 5 more. Y Potion, I really don't care about. I have tons of these, I don't really care about those anymore either. You can pick up these materials as you need them. The 5-star leveling materials I'm going to pick up, and I'll show you. Actually, how much do I have of these? Yep, got to pick up some of those. I haven't been buying those in the last few events, so I've fallen behind. Alright, so I'm going to pick up these guys. All of the discounted 6-star materials you should pick up if you have the additional resources. Like I said in my original video when this event came out, the fact that there's 25 energy and you get a boosted number technically from it in one go, I was able to waste my energy every time it was up. So in return, I ended up getting a lot more materia than I would have gotten normally, because when I was running it before, I only have so much time that I can play. I have wasted energy. All right, so that's going to be it. So I'm left with about 135,000, and with about a day and a half, maybe 2 days left of farming this event, and that's all I got to do right now. I'm going to farm the event. At this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit down, I'm going to look at which of these I really want, and it's the same advice I'm going to give you guys before I jump over to looking at the TMs from the new event. Sit down and carefully look at the units you use a lot, not the units you might get, because there's a very huge chance that you will not get that unit unless you're going to be spending money and rolling on it until you get it. All right, for a free-to-play approach, think about it carefully. Which of these do you need for the units you currently have that you're going to use now and in the future? Then pick those up, okay? That goes for the Jaya Crysts, because they're also rare, as well as these Pure Crysts. Think about it carefully, pick up the ones you need, and make sure you pick it up for probably, I would say, the same colors. Because if you pick up a green one, and then down here you pick up a white one, and then you try and go level up a unit that requires red, you messed up, because now you're gonna have to wait till the next event to get that, and you're gonna be stuck, right? So make sure you really think it through. You can go on Wiki, you can go on Reddit to see all the information, to see what the future enhancements are, and you can get an idea which ones you need now. All right, so let's take a look at these new TMs that are gonna be coming out in a few days. All right, we're gonna go here, raid. All right, so the two new units we're going to be getting is going to be Yada and Papa Limo. So in Yada's case, chance of evading a physical attack by 10% and boost attack by 15%. Really good. Later on, this gets boosted into 15% chance of evading an attack and 20% attack. Amazing. You want to know what the equivalent to it is from the not free to play, as people like to call it? That's Quick Assault. Quick Assault gives you the 20% evasion or whatever the hell, and it gives you 30% attack. So you're not too far back when you're looking at the free to play. This is a must-have. You want to stack this one up. The next one here is for Papa Limo, is Sage's Prajna. I almost called it this morning pajamas. Sage's Pajamas. It boosts hit points by 10% and magic by 20%. Okay, this is very good for mages. This later on becomes 15%, magic 25%, must-have. Yashtola, Spirit, is boosted when you you're equipped with a staff, and defense when equipped with a robe. So depending, if you have a staff, you gotta get the spirit boost. If you got a robe, you gotta get the defense boost. If you get both on, you get both. Cool. Again, this, I believe it was like 20% or 25%. Again, it'll get a 5% increase when you enhance it. Right? Minfilia here, boost all elemental resistances by 10%. This becomes later on 15%. And then Thancred here, and the reason I was saying don't pick up those other ones, those 15% attack or 15% hit points. Why? Because Thancred gives you hit points and attack by 10%. When it gets enhanced, it becomes hit points and attack by 15%, all in one materia. Instead of wasting 2 slots, you can do it in 1. Now you're probably thinking, Vortie, you crazy sack of poo, how do you enhance them? The way it ends up being is for Thancred, you need 5, I think. You can let me know in the comment section below if I've miscalculated so that other people don't get confused as well, but I believe it's 5. You will craft 5 of them into 1. So that's why you want to farm as many of these as you can. Don't throw away the materials, they stack. Farm as many of these as you can. If you can get 99999 of Follower's Oath, get those, farm them all up into each other, and hold on to them. It comes out around the time Garuda comes out. You're going to be able to level them up, and then you're going to be a happy camper. I personally can't wait for this, because hit points attached to any type of stat that you require heavily on, like attack or magic, is huge. Because attack is going to be on your physical damage dealers, magic is going to be on your really squishy mages. You want hit points on that, so having something like this is going to be fantastic. I think for him you need 5, for her you need like 2. For this one I think you need 2. These ones I don't know. I can't remember how much you need to get these guys to be enhanced so that they get boosted, but I'm gonna assume it's got something to do with the star levels. Like the 5-star, I think this one's like I think you need one. I think maybe two. Can't remember. But anyways, as we get more information for the global version, if this is actually going to be happening to us, I'm going to assume right now that it will be, because it's like a game-changing kind of thing, right? It's going to bring the base of the new players and free-to-play players a little bit closer to where the pay-to-play players are. You're not going to close the gap completely, but this is going to help a lot of those people defeat those bosses and those events that they were not able to defeat before because they were lacking really good TMs. These TMs are really good, all right? So again, take my advice whichever way you want. Again, I'm sticking to my guns and telling you I'm not picking up those materials because these things are coming out. And when the Garuda event comes out, there's a few more things that end up coming out that are new, that are better, and they're free, all right? So keep that in mind. We still have a lot more raids to go through, and normally in raids we're going to be getting a lot of free TMs, especially the ones related to Final Fantasy 14 or Realm Reborn. Alright guys, so let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. If this came a little bit late and you bought those things anyways, my bad, but I think you'll be okay either way. Let me know what you guys think of the new units and the new TMs, specifically the new TMs. I think these TMs are badass. I'm pretty sure you guys are also right with me on that. Alright, so let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about that. Let me know how you feel about the event. Are you guys stoked about this event coming out soon, in a few days? I am. I freaking love Final Fantasy 14, or as I like to say Final Fantasy 15, but Final Fantasy 14, Realm Reborn. I loved that game. When I played it, it was really, really good. So the fact that they're bringing these are going to be really, really interesting for me. All right, so let me know what you guys think about that as well, and just flood that comment section and hit that like and subscribe button if you're new or old. Stick around for future content. I will see you guys out there. This is Vortie, and I'm out of here. Peace.
Decided.